What if the secret to a life well lived isn't a secret at all, but wisdom we've simply forgotten to embrace? It's an honor to stand before you today, not as an expert with fancy degrees or groundbreaking achievements, but simply as someone who has seen a fair few sunrises and sunsets, 92 to be exact. And with all those years tucked under my belt, I've learned a thing or two, truths that often get lost in the hustle and bustle of our younger days today. I want to share a few of those with you because, frankly, that's a fact. Few men truly grasp the profound simplicity of these lessons until perhaps it's too late. Firstly, and listen closely to this, your relationships are your true wealth. We chase careers, accumulate possessions, and strive for status. These things have their place. Yes, but when the chips are down, when you need a hand to hold or a shoulder to lean on, it's the bonds you've forged with your family, your friends, your partner that will truly sustain you. Invest in these relationships, nurture them with your time, your attention, and your genuine care. Don't let pride or busyness erode the connections that truly matter. That, gentlemen, is a fact often learned too late. Secondly, and this might sound simpler than it is, learn to be truly present. Our minds are often racing, dwelling on the past, worrying about the future, but life happens right here, right now. Take the time to savor a quiet moment, to truly listen to a loved one, to appreciate the beauty in the ordinary. Put down your distractions, look up, and engage fully with the world around you. The richness of life isn't in the grand events, but in the mindful appreciation of the everyday. Believe me, this presence is a gift few truly unwrap. Thirdly, and this is crucial for your inner peace, embrace vulnerability. Society often tells men to be strong, stoic, and impenetrable. But let me tell you, true strength lies not in hiding your emotions, but in acknowledging them, understanding them, and expressing them authentically. It takes courage to be open, to admit when you're struggling, to ask for help. Don't let the fear of appearing weak rob you of genuine connection and support. Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a bridge to deeper understanding and stronger bonds. This truth sadly remains hidden from many finally. And perhaps most importantly, never stop learning and growing. The world is constantly evolving. And so should you stay curious, read, listen, engage with new ideas. Don't become stagnant in your thinking or your ways. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Every day offers a chance to learn something new about yourself, about others, and about the world. This continuous evolution is what keeps the spirit young, no matter the number of years you've lived. This, my friends, is a fact that keeps life vibrant and meaningful, emphasizing the profound and enduring significance of relationships as a man's truest wealth delves into a realm often underestimated and even overlooked in the relentless pursuit of conventional markers of success in a world that frequently equates achievement with financial prosperity, career accolades, and material possessions. The subtle yet unwavering truth that our connections with others form the bedrock of a fulfilling existence can be easily obscured. This isn't to diminish the value of ambition or the satisfaction derived from professional accomplishments, but rather to underscore a fundamental human need that transcends societal constructs of success, the need for meaningful connection. Consider for a moment the arc of a man's life. In his youth, he may be driven by the acquisition of knowledge, the establishment of a career, and the accumulation of assets. These endeavors are often solitary in their initial stages, focusing on individual effort and achievement. However, as life unfolds, the hollowness of isolated success often becomes apparent. The hard-earned victories feel less sweet when there is no one to truly share them with, the burdens heavier when there is no trusted shoulder to bear a portion of the weight. It is within the tapestry of our relationships, the deep bonds with family, the camaraderie with true friends, the intimacy with a loving partner, that we find genuine resonance and lasting contentment. The concept of wealth extends far beyond the monetary. True wealth encompasses the emotional support that buoys us during times of adversity, the shared joys that amplify our happiness, and the sense of belonging that anchors us in a sometimes turbulent world. These are the dividends paid by the investments we make in our relationships, investments of time, empathy, understanding, and unwavering support, unlike financial wealth which can be lost or depleted. The wealth of strong relationships tends to appreciate over time, deepening with shared experiences and mutual care. Think about the moments in your life that truly stand out, the ones that bring a genuine smile to your face. Years later, chances are they involve other people. A shared laugh with a friend, a comforting embrace from a loved one, a moment of profound understanding with a partner. These are the threads that weave the rich fabric of our lives. Material possessions may provide temporary gratification, but they rarely offer the deep-seated sense of connection and belonging that nourishes the human spirit. Investing in relationships requires conscious effort and a willingness to prioritize human connection over the relentless demands of a productivity-driven world. It means being present, truly listening when someone speaks, offering a helping hand without expectation of immediate return, and cultivating empathy for the experiences of others. It involves navigating disagreements with respect, offering forgiveness when needed, and consistently showing up for the people who matter. These are not always easy tasks, but the rewards they yield are immeasurable. Consider the elderly man looking back on his 92 years. What are the memories he cherishes most? It is unlikely to be the fleeting triumphs of the workplace or the accumulation of material goods. Instead, his heart will likely be filled with the echoes of laughter shared with loved ones, the comfort of a familiar hand in times of sorrow, and the enduring presence of those who have stood by him through life's inevitable storms. These are the treasures that time cannot diminish. Furthermore, strong relationships serve as a vital support system, bolstering our resilience in the face of life's challenges. When we know we are loved and supported, we are better equipped to navigate difficulties, to bounce back from setbacks, and to face the future with a sense of security. The knowledge that we are not alone in our struggles provides a profound source of strength and comfort. In contrast, the pursuit of solitary success can often lead to feelings of isolation and emptiness. Even amidst outward achievement, the man who climbs the corporate ladder but neglects his family may find himself at the top, feeling profoundly alone. The individual who amasses wealth but fails to cultivate meaningful friendships may discover that his riches cannot buy genuine companionship or emotional fulfillment. Therefore, the wisdom of prioritizing relationships as true wealth is not merely sentimental, it is a pragmatic recognition of a fundamental human need. Our connections with others are essential for our emotional well-being, our mental health, and our overall sense of purpose. They provide us with a sense of belonging, a source of unconditional love, and a network of support that enriches every aspect of our lives. To truly understand this first keynote is to shift our perspective on what constitutes a successful and fulfilling life. It is to recognize that while ambition and achievement have their place, they are ultimately secondary to the deep and meaningful connections we forge with others. It is to understand that the richest legacy we can leave behind is not measured in dollars or accolades, but in the love we have given and received, and the positive impact we have had on the lives of those around us. This is a truth that resonates across generations and cultures, a timeless wisdom that speaks to the very core of our human experience. It is a fact that once truly grasped, can transform the way a man navigates his life, leading him towards a deeper, more meaningful, and ultimately wealthier existence. Urging us to cultivate the profound art of being truly present speaks to a pervasive challenge in our contemporary existence, the relentless fragmentation of our attention in an era defined by constant connectivity, a deluge of information, and the seductive pull of multitasking. The ability to fully inhabit the current moment has become a rare and precious commodity. We find ourselves perpetually tethered to the past through memories and regrets, or anxiously projecting into a future filled with uncertainties and aspirations, often at the expense of the vibrant reality unfolding right before our eyes. This inability to be present not only diminishes our capacity to experience joy and appreciate the subtle nuances of life, but also hinders our ability to connect deeply with ourselves and others. The allure of distraction is powerful. Our smartphones buzz with notifications, our minds race with to-do lists, and the siren call of future possibilities or past grievances constantly vies for our attention. We scroll through endless feeds, flitting from one piece of information to the next, rarely allowing ourselves the stillness required to truly absorb and appreciate. This constant mental chatter and external stimulation create a barrier between us and the present moment, preventing us from fully engaging with the richness and complexity of our immediate experience. True presence is not merely the absence of distraction, it is an active and intentional engagement with the here and now. It involves paying attention to our senses, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the taste of our food, the sound of laughter, the scent of rain. It means observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, acknowledging their presence without allowing them to hijack our attention. It is about fully immersing ourselves in the current activity, whether it is a conversation with a loved one, a walk in nature, or simply a quiet moment of reflection. The benefits of cultivating presence are manifold. When we are truly present, we experience life with greater vividness and intensity. The mundane transforms into the meaningful, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. We notice the subtle beauty that often goes unnoticed in our hurried existence, the intricate patterns of a leaf, the fleeting expressions on a loved one's face, the quiet hum of the universe. This heightened awareness enriches our lives and fosters a deeper appreciation for the world around us. Furthermore, presence enhances our ability to connect with others on a deeper level. When we are fully present in a conversation, we truly listen, not just waiting for our turn to speak. We observe non-verbal cues, we sense underlying emotions, and we respond with genuine empathy. This level of engagement fosters trust, strengthens bonds, and allows for more authentic and meaningful interactions in a world often characterized by superficial connections. The gift of presence is a powerful catalyst for genuine human connection. Moreover, the practice of presence can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Much of our worries stems from dwelling on past mistakes or anticipating future uncertainties. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we can temporarily release ourselves from the grip of these anxieties. The present is where we have agency, where we can take action, where we can experience moments of peace and contentment regardless of past regrets or future fears. Cultivating presence is not an overnight transformation. It is a practice that requires patience, intention, and consistent effort. It involves training our minds to gently redirect our attention back to the present moment whenever it wanders. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation and mindful breathing, can be powerful tools in developing this capacity. Even simple practices like taking a few deep breaths before starting a new task or consciously focusing on the sensations while eating a meal can help to anchor us in the present. The elderly man, reflecting on his long life, likely understands the fleeting nature of time and the preciousness of each moment. He has witnessed countless moments slip away lost in the haze of worry or distraction. His wisdom understands the importance of seizing the present, of fully inhabiting each day as it unfolds for. It is in these present moments that life is truly lived. To embrace presence is to reclaim our lives from the tyranny of the past and the uncertainty of the future. It is to recognize that the only moment we truly have is now. It is to savor the richness and beauty that surrounds us, to connect more deeply with ourselves and others, and to find a sense of peace and contentment in the midst of life's inevitable challenges. This ability to be truly present is not a passive state, it is an active choice, a conscious cultivation of awareness that unlocks a deeper and more meaningful experience of life. It is a gift we can give ourselves and to those around us, a key to unlocking a richer, more vibrant, and ultimately more fulfilling existence. The profound and often counterintuitive wisdom of embracing vulnerability strikes at the heart of deeply ingrained societal expectations placed upon men from a young age. Many are subtly and overtly conditioned to project an image of unwavering strength, stoicism, and emotional self-sufficiency. Tears are discouraged, expressions of fear are deemed weakness, and the admission of needing help is often perceived as a failure. This rigid masculine ideal, while perhaps intended to foster resilience, can inadvertently create emotional barriers behind a genuine connection and ultimately lead to a life lived at a superficial level, devoid of the richness that comes from authentic emotional expression and shared human experience. The traditional notion of male strength often equates it with an impenetrable exterior, a fortress against the perceived vulnerabilities of emotion. Men are frequently encouraged to toughen up, to shoulder their burdens alone, and to suppress any feelings that might be interpreted as weakness. This conditioning can lead to a reluctance to express sadness, fear, or even joy, openly creating a sense of emotional isolation and preventing the formation of deep, meaningful connections with others. The fear of judgment, of appearing less than capable or in control, becomes a powerful inhibitor of authentic self-expression. However, the elderly man's wisdom, born from decades of navigating the complexities of life, offers a powerful counter-narrative. True strength, he suggests, lies not in the suppression of emotion, but in the courage to acknowledge, understand, and express it authentically. It takes genuine fortitude to peel back the layers of societal conditioning and allow oneself to be seen. Flaws and all vulnerability is not the absence of strength. It is strength's most honest and potent manifestation. Consider the act of admitting when you are struggling in a culture that often glorifies relentless self-reliance. Acknowledging the need for help can feel like an admission of defeat, yet it is precisely in these moments of vulnerability that we open ourselves up to the support and understanding of others. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to self-awareness and a recognition of our shared humanity. It allows others to offer their strength, fostering a reciprocal exchange that strengthens bonds and builds trust. Similarly, expressing emotions such as sadness or fear does not diminish a man's strength, it affirms his humanity. To deny these feelings is to deny a fundamental aspect of our being. By acknowledging and processing these emotions in a healthy way, we prevent them from festering and potentially manifesting in destructive behaviors. Sharing our vulnerabilities with trusted individuals allows us to feel seen, heard, and validated, fostering a sense of connection and reducing feelings of isolation. Even expressing joy and affection openly, while seemingly less challenging, can be inhibited by the fear of appearing sentimental or overly emotional. Yet these expressions are vital for nurturing intimacy and strengthening relationships. Sharing our positive emotions amplifies our joy and allows others to share in our happiness, creating a positive feedback loop that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. Embracing vulnerability also requires a willingness to be imperfect. The societal pressure to always be in control, to always have the answers, can be immense for men. However, true authenticity lies in acknowledging our limitations, admitting our mistakes, and being open to learning and growth. This vulnerability allows us to connect with others on a more human level, fostering empathy and understanding. When we allow ourselves to be seen in our imperfections, we create space for others to do the same, building relationships based on genuine acceptance rather than idealized expectations. The elderly man, having witnessed countless facades crumble under the weight of unspoken emotions, understands the liberating power of vulnerability. He has likely seen men who have spent their lives masking their true feelings, only to find themselves isolated and emotionally unfulfilled. In their later years, his wisdom serves as a gentle but firm reminder that true connection and lasting fulfillment are found not in hiding behind a wall of stoicism, but in the courageous act of opening oneself to others. To embrace vulnerability is to dismantle the rigid and often damaging constructs of traditional masculinity. It is to recognize that our emotional landscape is a source of strength and connection, not a liability. It is to understand that true resilience comes not from suppressing our feelings, but from learning to navigate them with awareness and authenticity. It is to have the courage to be seen, truly seen, by those we care about, allowing for the richness and depth of genuine human connection to flourish. This willingness to be vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to a man's inner strength, his self-awareness, and his courage to live a truly authentic and connected life. It is a key that unlocks the door to deeper intimacy, stronger relationships, and a more profound sense of belonging in the world. The enduring imperative to never cease learning and growing speaks to the very essence of a life lived with purpose and vitality in a world characterized by constant flux and relentless innovation. Stagnation is not merely a lack of progress, it is a slow erosion of the self, a gradual dimming of the inner flame that fuels curiosity and engagement with the world. The wisdom of the 92-year-old man underscores the profound truth that intellectual, emotional, and personal growth are not finite pursuits confined to youth or formal education, but rather lifelong endeavors that enrich our existence, broaden our perspectives, and keep us vibrantly connected to the ever-evolving tapestry of life. The human mind is inherently curious, wired to explore, question, and understand. To stifle this innate drive is to deny a fundamental aspect of our being. The pursuit of knowledge, whether through formal learning, reading, engaging in thoughtful conversations, or simply observing the world with an open mind, keeps our minds sharp, expands our understanding, and opens us up to new possibilities in a rapidly changing world. A commitment to lifelong learning is not just beneficial, it is essential for staying relevant, adaptable, and engaged beyond intellectual growth. The call to never stop learning extends to our emotional and personal development. Life inevitably presents us with challenges, setbacks, and moments of profound change. Our ability to navigate these experiences, to learn from them, and to emerge stronger and wiser depends on our willingness to grow emotionally. This involves cultivating self-awareness, understanding our own patterns of behavior, developing emotional resilience, and learning to manage our emotions in healthy and constructive ways. Just as physical muscles atrophy without use, our emotional capacities can stagnate if we are not actively engaging in self-reflection and growth. Furthermore, personal growth encompasses the ongoing process of refining our values, clarifying our purpose, and striving to become the best versions of ourselves. It involves identifying our strengths and weaknesses, challenging our limiting beliefs, and stepping outside of our comfort zones to embrace new experiences. This continuous process of self-discovery and self-improvement adds depth and meaning to our lives, fostering a sense of fulfillment that transcends external achievements. The world around us is a constant source of learning. New technologies emerge, societal norms evolve, and our understanding of ourselves and the universe deepens with each passing day. To resist this constant evolution is to risk becoming isolated and out of touch. A commitment to lifelong learning necessitates a posture of humility, an acknowledgement that there is always more to know, more to understand, and more to experience. It requires us to remain open-minded, to challenge our own assumptions, and to be willing to consider perspectives that differ from our own. The elderly man, having witnessed the ebb and flow of nearly a century, understands the profound importance of adaptability. He has seen how those who cling rigidly to outdated beliefs and ways of thinking can become increasingly disconnected from the world around them. His wisdom encourages us to embrace change as an opportunity for growth, to view challenges as learning experiences, and to approach the future with a spirit of curiosity and a willingness to evolve. The pursuit of learning and growth also fosters a sense of vitality and purpose throughout life. When we are actively engaged in learning new things and striving to improve ourselves, we maintain a sense of forward momentum. This can combat feelings of stagnation and apathy that can sometimes accompany the later years of life. The act of learning, regardless of age, keeps the mind engaged, stimulates creativity, and provides a sense of accomplishment. Moreover, a commitment to lifelong learning can enrich our relationships as we grow and evolve as individuals. We bring new perspectives and insights to our interactions with others. Our capacity for empathy and understanding deepens as we learn more about ourselves and the world around us. This can lead to more meaningful and fulfilling connections with family, friends, and colleagues. The elderly man's wisdom is a powerful antidote to the temptation to become complacent or to believe that learning ends with formal schooling. He understands that life itself is the ultimate classroom, offering endless opportunities for growth and discovery. His encouragement to never stop learning is an invitation to embrace a life of continuous exploration, to remain curious about the world and our place within it, and to strive for ongoing personal evolution. This commitment to lifelong learning is not merely about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It is about cultivating a mindset of growth, a spirit of inquiry, and a deep appreciation for the journey of becoming. It is a key to unlocking a life that remains vibrant, meaningful, and continuously enriched by the endless possibilities of learning and growth. In conclusion, the wisdom shared to cherish relationships as true wealth, to embrace the power of presence, to find strength in vulnerability, And to commit to lifelong learning are not mere platitudes of old age. They are fundamental truths earned through a long life that offer a profound roadmap for a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. By embracing these principles, we can navigate the complexities of life with greater resilience, deeper connection, and an enduring sense of purpose. Thank you.